Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about...
Kaká! It's a quick ball upfield.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neatly clipped into space. Rummenigge. He's being urged to shoot. Brilliantly cut out. Foden. Chance here to counter. Now it's Villa. Oh, super find. Griezmann. And it's Batistuta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rummenigge. This might spell danger. Shapes to shoot! Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Kaká. Mateus. Griezmann. Oh, what a mistake! Threads one in. Big chance! And he's in on, there's the shot! Goal! Palmer! And it's Palmer who take the lead. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
The goal scored for Palmer after 16 minutes is...
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Rijkaard. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta purring through the gears. And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Palmer with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kaká getting this one clear. And it's Cannavaro. And this is Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kaká. Kaká cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And this great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cut it out. Kaká. Can he spark a counter here? Great ball if he can get there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well played. Skriniar. Mateus. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Foden.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ruben Neves, looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. Rodri gets it clear. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's having a go! So, third corner of the game. Terrific header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cannavaro. And it's Ruben Neves. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. David Villa. Now it's Foden. And Mateus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Palmer leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Griezmann making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Messi. Rummenigge. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Foden, played out towards the right wing. And it's Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Timber. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Griezmann. Timber calmly anticipates. Van Balten. Oh, given away. Now there's a fine shoot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. An act of charity gratefully received. Goes for a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Rijkaard, oh, shooting chance! And Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Opts for safety. That's been cut out, well played. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Foden. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ruben Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Out to the right. And that's aimed in. Kaká! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitutions taking place.
Palmer are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Skriniar cuts it out. Skriniar gets across to intercept that. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now it's Villa. Now it's Foden. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! It's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
The goal scorer.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
So is this the start of a comeback? And here's Bellingham.
Phil Foden. Coming on to
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for the run. Now it's Villa. David Villa. And the shot! They've scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Oh, it's been That's that, the end. Parma pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Rummenigge voted man of the match and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas.
Shot, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Griezmann. And here's Batistuta. Messi. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lewandowski. Now it's Messi. Roll! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Palmer! And they're back in front. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Palmer take the lead. And this is Messi. And this is Griezmann. That is lovely. He has found the way through. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. In he goes again! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Real chance! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Palmer have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. And it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Palmer with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Dijk actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nicely intercepted. Chips it through. Ronaldo might just make this. And this is Raul. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Out towards the flank. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ruben Neves has found the net here, of course. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Played towards the front line. Rummenigge running with the ball. He's got away. Opts to play it back. Shot could be on. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Threads one in. Messi is on to... Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Backward it goes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Griezmann.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's got the beating of his man. Goes for a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Cleared without hesitation. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are back on the way. We've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Raul. And this is Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off.
Neymar clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Rummenigge. Oh, nice touch. He is through here. Shot at goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Griezmann! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Messi, showing good feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 4 coming up here. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. And it's Neymar. And here's Messi. And he's being shifted off it.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Griezmann ploughing through the middle. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
Messi! And the ball's come loose here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So now the difference is 3. Marquinhos. Danilo. Back towards the middle. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just the goalkeeper tries a shot! It's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Parma are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now he's off and running. Serginho. And De Ligt. Danilo. Neymar. It's Neymar! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Nicely shaped ball. And he's worked it through. He's had a shot! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Parma are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, the takes a shot! He's got a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And yes, it's him again.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, look at the space here. Batistuta! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming.
Chance! Has another go! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
6 minutos de descuento.
Oh, such a clever touch. Rummenigge. He's found a way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's nice. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Van Dijk. And that will be the final act. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Batistuta voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Mateus. That's very neat. And this is Batistuta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Succumbs to the pressure. Camavinga. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rummenigge. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And here's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Lewandowski. Rummenigge.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Ricci.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's good play. Chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Palmer with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Griezmann. And Messi! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Raul. Mateus. Rummenigge. Now it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Messi tries a shot! Goal! Palmer! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Lewandowski! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Camavinga. Now it's Raul. Palmer looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And it's Griezmann. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Raul. Mateus. Oh, sweet feet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Lewandowski, and it's Ricci. Ricci really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. Defending of the desperate variety. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Parma leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Parma definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Lewandowski. Roll, picks it up out wide. Nice looking ball. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tomori. Ricci. Tomori. Ruben Neves producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Raul. Batasagi. Great defending, strong and determined. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Turns back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now he's got space here. Parma just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
He's found some space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, can he get onto this? Gavi, nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Parma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Probing pass. Roll looking sharp there. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Batistuta. Batasagi gets a foot in here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Messi. He's on it. Can he get away? That's a lovely, neat pass. Ruben Neves does really well to win the ball there. Cannavaro. Ricci. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. Ruben Neves. Now it's Batistuta. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Palmer leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now it's Messi. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Camavinga. Batasagi. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ruben Neves. Now it's Gavi. Cannavaro.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's on a charge. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Parma have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Signore e signori, benvenuti all'incontro di oggi tra...
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
So it's down to business here. Now it's Batistuta. Mateus. Nicely shaped ball. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barella. Guardiola. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Ruben Neves. Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Guardiola. Nicely spread. Hazard. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rummenigge gets into a good position. Hazard. Nicely aimed pass. Pinches it off him. And it's Messi. That's Batistuta. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, nice touch. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Mateus! That's a half-decent try. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
First quarter of an hour gone. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Now, can he find a finish? Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Still goalless. Dybala. Oh, such a clever touch. Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far. Chance here to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Dybala. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Batistuta might just make this.
Parma are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And the ball is out of play. Now it's Pele. Now it's Barella. Hazard looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Palestine really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pele. Guardiola. Bastoni. And this is Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Can he get it through? Dybala. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. It's a searching pass. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Parma have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Played with speed from back to front. Azar. Palestine finding their passes. Ruben Neves. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been clubbed away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Parma have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Parma really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's going for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Just eases him off the ball. Barella. Guardiola.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger.
It's Azar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's got tall. Parma are looking to go forward now. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Barella. And it's Dybala. Dybala! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Palestine appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, and he shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Parma! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And it's the last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, this looks sharp. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Pelé. Dybala. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Dinks one through. Good ball over the top. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Dumfries did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Crosses it into the area.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a great position here. Oh, that's neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rummenigge. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Mateus. That's good play, and he's managed to get free.
Parma surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier...
And the shot! And here's Griezmann. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
No, that was never going to make it. Oh, good-looking ball, and he's being shifted off it.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
There's the shot! He's given the time to pick a pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rummenigge going full steam ahead down the left flank. Good chance here! And that was probably asking just too much. That's a sharp pass.
Parma can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 22, Griezmann. Viene sostituito con il numero 99. Cambio di giocatori.
Bastoni. Guardiola. And it's Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Mbappe. And he opts to go forward. So that's it. It is all over. Parma can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we refer...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now this could be a chance. That has been cut short. Gakpo. Lewandowski could move up a gear here. And Dijk cuts out the pass. Rummenigge. And here's Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge. There's the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ambitious ball here. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribéry. Now it's Gakpo. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rummenigge driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
No, he can't get past him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. He's taking on the lot of them.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Opts for safety. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Saliba.
Parma really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Alexander-Arnold. Milan looking to pass their way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Batistuta. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Parma with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. That's the throw. Cannavaro. Oh, nice touch. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Passes short and sharp. The ball has bounced loose now. This looks promising. And he's lost his man here. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi! Well, the ball's run loose here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gakpo. Ribery.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Parma ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Parma have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's been caught! There it is! Showing good feet. He's having a shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Parma have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Saliba.
Parma are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. That's good play. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Dijk with a definite foul there. Goulart finds himself offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge has created one goal already. Griezmann. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Arda Güler. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Hernandez, Saliba, and Hernandez. Messi. Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he can clear it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Cannavaro. Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Lewandowski. And it's Hernandez. So what can they make of this? He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. No, again there's no way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rummenigge.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Ribery. And it's Azar. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 22, Griezmann. Numero 9, numero 10, Messi.
Nice control.
Il numero 99, il numero 90, Villa.
And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Signore e signori, benvenuti all'incontro di oggi tra...
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Neymar. Now he's got space here. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus. Great vision. Ball is over the line. Costa Curta. Can he get onto this?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Played back into the centre. Spreads it out wide. Bale in acres of space out wide. And that should get the job done. Chooses to go back. Pedri! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! It's a mighty effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's got away. Batistuta. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's looking wide. And here's Batistuta. Can he get it through? Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great ball if he can get there. And the pass is intercepted. He's in a good position here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Griezmann. Knocks it into space. The shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cannavaro. That's a decent clearance. This looks promising. Parma do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Azar. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. Over to the left. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Batistuta! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cannavaro. And that's a good ball. He's in a great position here. And it's made its way to... Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And claimed it back swiftly. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
Parma really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's had a shot! They've done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Azar. And Guardiol wriggles his way through.
That's a modern defence.
Shot, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Azar. Guardiol. He's a sharp little ball here. Parma still chasing a one-goal deficit here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's being urged to shoot. And back it goes. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi with the short one. And can he finish it? Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pedri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Azar. He has found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has not gone well. Parma do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a quick free kick. Cross needs to be... Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Parma are looking to go forward now. Mateus. Pedri. And it's Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Torres. And this is Hazard.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Messi, numero 8.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Il numero 90. Villa, il numero 20. Il numero
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Parma are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And smartly reclaimed. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And Dijk cuts out the pass. 5 minutes left on the clock. Stoichkov.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ricci. Vardiol. And here's Hazard. And it's Neymar. And it's Hazard.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Now
recupero.
Neymar. Foot in. David Villa. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Stoichkov. Serginho. Picked out David Villa! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, I think a draw...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference? And Batistuta! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Batistuta might just make this. It's not an especially good pass, that. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Has a look and plays it forward. Ruben Neves. Now it's Batistuta. He's picked his way through. Antonio Silva. Corinthians are looking to pass their way through. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. And he's gone direct here. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Quality ball.
Parma really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Look at the space. Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That has been slung wide. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's nice. Batistuta stood his ground strongly. Shot a goal! Griezmann. And it's Batistuta. That is lovely. Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers. Mateus. This is gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow it.
Messi! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Parma are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Antonio Silva. Ruben Neves.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Rummenigge
Goes steaming forward. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. Here comes the cross. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. Nice looking ball.
Ruben Neves.
Looking for the run.
Messi.
Providing an outlet on that flank. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
In by Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Hazard. In with the challenge. And it's Messi. It's a cute ball. Timber getting this one clear. And this could be the final action of the first half. And the keeper beats it away.
In by Messi.
Timber tries to clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Parma certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Parma ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. There's the start of the second half.
Hakimi. Griezmann.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Antonio Silva.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's a key interception.
Bellingham. Hakimi.
Great run on the overlap here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi. Bellingham. Alvarez. It's a mighty effort! Griezmann. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Ruben Neves.
Rummenigge
Receives it in a good position here. Rummenigge! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He has found the way through. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hakimi. Great vision. The message is clear, none shall pass. Probing pass. Mateus in acres of space out wide.
Now it's Messi. And this is...
Tries a shot! He's kept it out, just.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Corner number 3 coming up.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Bellingham.
And they're quick to get it back. Hazard. He's in a great position here. Elects to cross. Brilliantly cut out. Can he spark a counter here? Messi takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Might be dangerous. Chance for a shot! They've done it! They're back within reach!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So is this the start of a comeback? Goes for a shot! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Palmer choosing to make the first change. Mbappe to come on. A change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
So now the difference is 3.
Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Mbappe! Palmer get their 4th corner. Punched away. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And he's been shifted off it. And now the breakaway. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Rummenigge could try cutting inside here. Messi. Great chance! That's really well manoeuvred.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Bellingham.
And it's Lopez.
Hakimi.
Now it's Alvarez. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been cleared. Costa Curta. Rummenigge. Into the last 5 minutes. He's a sharp little ball here. Cleared away. And they've got a throw. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Neymar getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Rummenigge. Nemecha does really well to win the ball there. Ruben Neves. Can he get on the end of this? Chooses to go back. He's had a shot! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Palmer having a ball here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Parma pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Messi! And it's Messi. Who do you... It's Lewandowski!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Azar. Nicely shaped ball. Rummenigge. Oh, just skips past his man. And the finish! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Gol per il Parma. Ha segnato al settimo minuto.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Over to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they...
Messi! And he's following up! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's going to go a long way. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned... There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And that has sent him sprawling. Messi finds himself offside. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's heaved it away. That's been cut out, well played. Kukçu. He's picked his way through. And it's Ruben Neves. And he's opted for the long pass. Ricci. Rijkaard. Ruben Neves. That's an imaginative pass. He's had a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Looking for a runner. Floated through. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge stood his ground strongly. Rummenigge! Goal! Palmer! And they get themselves in front! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Ha segnato al 30° minuto, numero 11.
Palmer get themselves into the lead. Nicely spread. Messi. Costa Curta does well to get it back. Rummenigge goes on a run down the left wing. Takes a shot. Great strike. A test for the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Hazard. And it's Batistuta. And he's forced to go back. Ruben Neves. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Batistuta. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. James to Messi. Can he get it through? Rummenigge showing good feet. Mateus. And he's gone backward here. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Pinches it off him. Mateus. No, he's not getting his way this time. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, well played. Ruben Neves. And that'll be the last act of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Parma are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? Van Nistelrooy. And this is Lewandowski. Now what about a counter-attack? Mateus. And it's Ruben Neves. Rummenigge. He's free, he has got space. Rummenigge! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Terrific header! That's a half-decent try. Parma get their fourth corner. It's a mighty effort! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Parma really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Rummenigge. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Out to the left it goes. Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Van Nistelrooy has it out wide and in space. And this is Messi. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And now he has two. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mateus looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Azar. Now, can they get him all? It's Lewandowski! Caught offside that time. Parma can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Parma are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Van Nistelrooy. And that's a good-looking ball. And it's Messi. Knocks it into... He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the lead now. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Hazard. Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. And once more he proves written. Lewandowski! And that would have won it.
Lewandowski really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Parma can make their change now with a break in play. Bale coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Van is and a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Parma have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Looking to play him in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Nistelrooy. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Hazard. For Messi. Ricci. Passes short and sharp. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. Dink through. And it's hoisted clear. The final seconds now. And it's Kukçu. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries a measured ball. Lewandowski.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18. Hazard. Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could be on. Chance! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very...
And that is that. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now that's well seen too. Koundé.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Saliba. That's Rudiger. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Neymar. Great vision. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that was vital. And that has been clubbed away. So what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to get it away. Messi. Griezmann. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He has found the way through. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rummenigge! Goal! Palmer! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Palmer have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be...
He's had a shot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rudiger.
Parma are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And he's forced to go back. Saliba. Parma have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat.
He's found the way through. Takes aim and crosses. Big chance!
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi goes short. Gets a good foot in there. Rummenigge does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Can he get on the end of this? A lot of space ahead of him.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Parma find a position of real strength now. Rummenigge, Saliba gets over and intercepts. Mateus. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has not gone well.
That's tidy.
And it's Ruben Neves. Has a look and place it forward. The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi. Shot could be on.
Goes for a shot!
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Parma will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Rummenigge. And they've got rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Hernandez. Neymar. To Messi. And here's Mbappe. Griezmann does well to get it back. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rummenigge. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neymar might just make this. Pedri. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Played out to the left flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba deals with that comfortably.
Could be danger here.
It's out of play for a goal kick. Oh, what has happened here? Pedri. Played out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Koundé. And it's Koundé. He's a sharp little ball here. Spread neatly. Shoots! And yes, it's there! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Guadalajara give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Quality ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rummenigge. Palmer finding their passes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. This looks promising. Cristiano Ronaldo. Batistuta is herring after that one. And it's Messi. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Saliba. And he's managed to get rid. And it's played forward. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe. Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to...
Can he finish? He scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 22. Griezmann. Numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 99. Il numero 90. Villa. Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm.
Rummenigge! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Danger averted for now.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Costa Curta cuts it out.
Parma nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's managed to get free. I think we're just about done here. No, that's been intercepted. Rudiger. Now he's got space here. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. So that's it. It is all over. Palmer pulled through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. And
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Messi. Fernando Torres. Valverde. And it's Neves. Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Torres. Valverde. Now, can they get him away? Mateus. Rummenigge. Messi. João Neves.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Swept in. Ruben Neves. Batistuta. Big chance! Goal! Palmer! And it's Palmer who take the lead.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Gol del Parma. Marcó en el minuto 22 el dorsal 9.
Parma have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Neves. No, he's just misjudged that one. Has a look up and drives it forward.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Threads one in. He's through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looking for the run. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Foot in. Looking to play him in. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to... Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
He's got full. Messi. Ruben Neves. Oh, delightful ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Palmer find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Tries to pass it through. So what can they make of this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Valverde. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Valverde just loves to go forward whenever he can. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rijkaard.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Fernando Torres. Now De Bruyne. Rijkaard. Chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Hazard. Haaland. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Palmer have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. He's had a shot! And he should have made it four.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rudiger. De Bruyne. Madrid looking to pass their way through. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Neves. He's in plenty of space here. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Palmer are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's been given away. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. De Bruyne. Fernando Torres. And it's De Bruyne. Here's Haaland. Out to the left it goes. Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. João Neves. Rijkaard. Here's Digne. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And Torres! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Fernando Torres será reemplazado por el dorsal 14. Messi. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's kicked it out just.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Cambio de jugadores.
And again! Keeper's not concerned by that. Palmer, perhaps contemplating their next change here. De Bruyne. And that's a throw-in. Palmer have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a climb! It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 10.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Danielson.
That was lovely, that.
Haaland. Cannavaro. Nice-looking ball. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Valverde gets into a good position. No, that's been intercepted. It's not an especially good pass, that. Madrid finding their passes. And a chance! Off the post! So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Valverde. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Always onto this. He's got away. Plenty to aim at here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Danielson. And it's Digne. Matheus Cunha. Bale could try cutting inside here. Great chance! It's in! And just like that, he hits 50. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
El dorsal 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Palmer are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. So much real chance! No mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
It could be in here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's that. Parma really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Parma definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great...